Champions League is back, and the two most valuable squads in world football go head-to-head tonight in a star-studded encounter in Paris.
And it's Neymar round the goalkeeper, a picture-book goal!
Mbappe! Hat-trick Mbappe! 4-1 PSG!
In the last few moments, it's been announced Lionel Messi has agreed to join Paris Saint-Germain.
We are talking about the best player in the world, but you need to understand that he's a man like us. For sure, he's going to succeed and hope he bring big things for the club because we are waiting for that.
With this amount of quality, I don't know what we should do to stop them, honestly. I don't know, they are so good.
It's Mahrez! And Manchester City are going to be in the Champions League final. Neymar looks ashen-faced, absolutely furious and distraught.
Manchester City 4, RB Leipzig 2, and it's that man, Jack Grealish, on his debut in the Champions League.
Forced to Jesus inside the area, who turns the ball brilliantly into the net via a deflection, and Manchester City take the lead.
How dare we even doubt them? How dare we think because they haven't got a number 9 they're not going to be competitive this year? That was an absolutely outstanding performance from Manchester City.
In a repeat of last year's Champions League semi-final, PSG hosts Manchester City. It's tonight and it's live for you on talkSPORT. Here's some stats for the game. Then Man City, they beat RB Leipzig 6-3 in the first Champions League game. PSG drew 1-1 at Club Brugge in their opener. Messi is set to be fit tonight. Looks to get his first PSG goal. Poch was talking about this and saying, look, it's going to take some time for him to settle into a new league after being at Barcelona for the amount of time that he has. It just will take him a little while to get used to things and hit the ground running, which obviously he hasn't so far. It's their first Champions League home game with Messi in the midst, and it could be an absolute cracker, Ali, couldn't it?
Oh, what a game. I mean, what a game to look forward to. It's funny, though, I've got to say, would you, I thought City were as good as anything I've seen all season at the weekend.
Against Chelsea.
I mean, you know, where my allegiances lie, but they outplayed Chelsea and officially gave as good a performance of getting the ball back in forward areas as I've seen in a long, long time. They were excellent. I know the goals, they're a little bit fortunate with the goal, deflected goal. However, they had a couple of chances after that they could have and probably should have added to the lead. So it's a great game. I mean, this is what the Champions League is all about. I know a lot of people say, oh, it's only in the league section. At the same time, what a game. Two of the best teams in the world.
It could be quite special, couldn't it? How do you stop the attack of PSG? If you're Pep Guardiola and you're making a plan?
Excuse me, do you know something? Probably the same way that they played against Chelsea. And by that I mean prevent the ball getting to them and keep the ball. It's going to be easier said than done, clearly. But I thought they did it really, really well because, as I said, they had majority of possession at the weekend. You know, and it goes without saying, stating the obvious, when if City have possession of the ball, then Mbappe, Neymar and Messi won't. And if they do give the ball back in forward areas, go and get it back as quickly as you can and prevent them getting the ball to Messi. It's easier, listen, it's far easier said than done. But if they can, and it'll be a harder task for them, but if they can control the majority of possession like they did at the weekend, then they've obviously got a better chance of winning. Manchester
City will still be without Ilkay Gundogan. He's missed the last couple games. Picked up a knock against Saints. No Zinchenko as well, that's a calf injury. Laporte and Rodri back in for that Chelsea game. Stones, subs bench for Chelsea, wasn't he? Mahrez and Sterling also could start too. So he could mix it up a little bit. There's a big article actually.
It's a staggering bench they've got. I mean, it really is a staggering squad.
There is a big article in today's papers on John Stones and what's happened to him since he's returned to Manchester City from the Euros, where he was brilliant, Ali. He's almost been sort of left out in the dark.
I just think the competition is so fierce.
Is that it? Yeah. I mean, you almost can't. We've seen this a lot actually in the Premier League this season. You can't get your place back because the players ahead of you have been so good.
Honestly, God, you look at the City squad, particularly the first thing I normally do, and look at City. Immediately after looking at the team, I look at their bench, and their bench is incredible. And you've got to, you know, be on top form or you don't feature. And at the same time, you know, even if you are in top form, there will be games where you'll be rested. I mean, I thought, for example, last year Mahrez was absolutely out of this world, you know, and he hasn't featured, you know, week in, week out with City. So it's just an option that Guardiola has, you know, and I don't think there's any doubt that Stones will come back in and feature, you know, in a serious amount of games between now and the end of the season. But it's funny, you look at Manchester City now, defensively. Listen, Walker's been around for 100 years and he's been brilliant, but you just get the feeling that Diaz is the main man.
Martin Blackburn's wrote the piece in today's Sun about John Stones. Stones throw from glory. Now John faces fight for shirt as Pep hails Laporte and Diaz. This surprised me even. He hasn't played a minute for his club this season so far. Late return to training, obviously, for the Euros, a couple of injuries as well. But more importantly, I suppose, like you say, the outstanding form of Ruben Diaz and Aymeric Laporte. It's different when you're at Manchester City, isn't it? It's not like you're at Southampton or somewhere like that, where if you're a John Stones and you're their starter, that stays that way.
100%.
Manchester City make a job of this, don't they?
Having said that,
that competition.
You've staggered me with that statistic.
Not even a minute.
No,
it's
I mean,
mad,
I would have lost money on that, Woodsy. I definitely thought he had some game time.
I did as well.
I genuinely did. That's an unbelievable statistic. However, I still think the way City play, you know, the two boys in possession of the jersey have been fantastic and are fantastic. Diaz in particular he's made such a difference to that City defence. And you'd have to say, if Stones is going to get back in, it's going to have to be probably a bit expensive Laporte.
Pep as well has done this with John Stones before, and John Stones has bounced back and had an incredible season. So these sort of things, not always a bad thing for someone's career, especially when they played a lot of football over the summer. Can't wait to get into this game.
Oh, brilliant.
It's just
you've got to say
amazing,
the one thing about Stones, you'll guarantee he'll go about it in the right manner.
Yeah.
Would you know what I mean? He'll certainly roll the sleeves up. He'll not throw the toys at the Premier League because he's kind of been here before, knows what it takes, and he'll get back into it.
Yeah, Pep on the back of the Sun saying, how do we stop him? I don't know. Whatever we do know, it's probably going to be an absolute cracker, isn't it? Nah, let's be honest.
Pep.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday morning 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.